Good afternoon, children. Namaste to all of you. How is everyone doing? Good afternoon, Akanksha. Hello, Subroto. Hi, Aryan. Happy New Year to all of you, my dear children. So, what plans for today? New Year's Eve, right? Any special plans? I asked some of my students yesterday, like some of my 10th graders and ninth graders yesterday, and they were like, no, nothing special. Just, we are just going to sit at home. Especially 10th graders were like, no, nothing really. Pre boards are about to start, ma'am. That's our only plan. Nothing else. What about you guys? Ninth graders, especially? What's happening? Yeah? Yes. Oh my goodness. Aditya says you want to meet me. All right. So, children, I hope this year will bring you a lot of good things. Let's just start the new year with a lot of positivity, and let's. I mean, of course, for all of us, the year 2020 has been very, very rocky and full of ups and downs. So, anyway, let's just look forward to a lot of goodness which is going to be coming up. And just in case there's anyone here who's attending my session for the very first time, let me introduce myself first. My name is Ambika, and I'm your biology master teacher right here on the super amazing platform of Vedantu. Right, guys, give me a quick high five because this is going to be our last live session for this year. Right? And no, today is going to be the CBSE 9 chapter in one shot. Why do we fall ill? Okay, so no mentee, but I will be asking you questions here and there. As always, we'll keep interacting. Right? Hi fi, Aryan. Hi fi, Ravinder, Radha. Who else is? Yes, hi fi to all of you, dear children. Yep. Love from Edakochi, says Arjun. Thank you so much, Arjun. How nice. Okay. So, children, shall we get started? My voice is not very good today, which is why I'm not able to speak in like a full tone of excitement. Yeah. You are a 10th grader. Smith. Oh, yes, I remember your name, of course. Smith Shah. Yes, of course. All right. Let us go ahead now. But before we go on, I just want to check how many CBSE 9 children here. Normally, like when it's CBSE Class 9 session, it would be very less of CBSE 9 and more of other grades and other boards. Me. What is no? Everything from Viji. Okay? No. Come here. Yes, of course, I remember you. Why no natural resources? You have to ask CBSE that, Subhashini. Yes, me. Look at that. Very few people who say it's me. Anyway, children, let me just ask you one thing. You need to tell me very, very honestly, okay? Whatever grade and board you may belong to, I've been doing Bio Bite series for all the three batches which we have on this channel for CBSE 9, for CBSE 10, and for ICSE 10. Okay, it's only for CBSE 10 that Bio Bites in 15-minute series has I have seen like the response is really good. The other CBSE 9 and ICSE 10, what I have noticed is that you guys have been saying, ma'am, you're not, this is not fair. You give only special series for CBSE class 10. You're not doing anything special for CBSE 9 or ICSE class 10. But then when we come up with that, it's not always a very great response. So, children, just in case any of you is not aware of the BioBite series happening even for CBSE 9 and for ICSE Class 10, please do check it out. ICSE Class 10, today also you have a premiere at 7 p.m. of The Human Heart. Okay? Right. Okay. High five, Chris. Chris wants high five. All right. Ma'am, in class 10, after doing sample paper, is it important to do previous year's papers? Yes, of course. As in terms of giving you confidence, in terms of giving you practice, doing past year's papers is super duper important. Now, children, remember, why do we fall ill? Let us get started with this chapter. And I have a positive quote for you for today. The secret to getting ahead is getting started. I think this is very, very relevant and completely makes sense, especially because it's New Year's Eve also. Because I want all of you to think of Jan 1st as a fresh year. Just remember that whatever has happened from the beginning of 2021, you guys should be at your best. Okay. Ultimately, living as a human being with good values is all that matters. Okay. Right. All right. So, children, those of you who are NTSE aspirants, let me remind you, Vedantu launches NTSE Stage 2 courses. So, remember that you can be a part of this amazing transformation and start preparing early with Vedantu. In fact, I would say it's already late because it's already begun on the 17th of December, and this will go on till the 13th of Feb 2021, Monday through Saturday. Okay, so those of you who are NTSE Stage 2 aspirants, register right now. The link is given in the description box below. Okay, children? Right. My email ID is ambika.gopalakrishnan@vedantu.com. Okay, Smith? I will be showing it to you at the end also. And apart from that, children, Instagram also, those of you who are active on Instagram, please do search for Ambika_Vedantu. You can start following me on Instagram as well, because we do keep coming up with a lot of interesting and informative posts for you on a regular basis. Righto. How nice to know that, Arjun. Thank you so much for letting me know that. Children, so in this chapter, disease and health, means of spread and prevention of disease are the major topics we are going to be having. And always remember, one-shot series is meant for a very, very quick revision of the entire chapter. We are not going to be going into the minutest details of every concept in the chapter. For that, you can check out the main playlist, okay? But also, let me tell you one more thing. The chapter, Why Do We Fall Ill? Even if you are not a CBSE Class 9 student, this chapter is something that will really help you educate yourself about health in general. Overall basics about good health, what it is like to be healthy, basic general preventive measures, precautionary measures, and all of those you will be able to educate yourselves. And I think in a year of pandemic like the COVID pandemic time, this is super duper important. So yes, very warm welcome to all of you, regardless of whatever grade and board you may belong to. So guys, what is health? Yes, health is a complicated issue, and a person to be in good health, it has got many other interconnected causes as well. So we must say physical, mental, and social well-being of an individual together are important in calling a person healthy, right? Okay. Hi-fi, Shakti. Yes. Diagram series, Hemant. Okay. Right. I will think about all of those. Children, like diagram series, if there's any other suggestion you want to give me for new series that you might want, please put it in the comment section below, not in the chat box, okay? Because if you put it in the chat box, we may not notice it. It's easy to miss it, okay? Hello, Vijay Tarishan. Long time. All right. So this is about health. What are the factors essential for healthy living of both a person and community? Children, look at this. Because starting the year 2021, with all kinds of precautionary measures personally and at a community level, is super important to ensure that we are going to live in a healthy environment, clean environment, good social environment, public cleanliness, hygienic and nutritious food, social equality and harmony. All of these are important for healthy living. Now, what are the 5 F's? Super duper important. Arjun, I am from Cochin. Okay, my hometown is Cochin, Ernakulam. Okay, and my husband is from Trivandrum. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Smith. How nice to know all this. So glad to know anything and everything that's been helping you out. We are always very, very happy to hear that from you. Okay. Right. So, children, what are the 5 F's? Fluids, fingers, flies, field, and floods. So, children, pay attention to the session now, and I might be looking a little less at the chats now, okay? Maybe like every now and then I might be looking at it, but maybe not every single comment over there. So yes, a hygiene measure and a sanitation measure for each of the F's. For example, fluids, protect the water source, right? And then treat and store water safely. You may boil and cool water to make it safe for drinking, but then how does it help if you are not keeping it covered and keeping it protected? It's not going to help you because insects might fly around, they might lay down their eggs and all of that, and it can still contaminate the water. So yes, all of that is super important. What about fingers? Especially this year when when the COVID pandemic has been so bad, right? Washing hands before preparing, before taking food is super duper important. Washing hands after defecation, or I would say after every visit to the toilet, is very, very important. Children, how many of you here have been, how many, tell me very, very honestly, okay? How many of you here have started washing your hands quite often this year in 2020, like as a new habit? Till 2019, maybe you were not doing it much, but 2020, you have suddenly doing it. Yes, me says Kamya, Pratha says me, Arjun also says me. Um, Yes, so many people. Anvesha, Iram, is it? Sarah. Okay, I'll say Sarah. Maria, Akanksha, so many people. In fact, for me also. Even before this, I used to do this very often, but even then, this year I think it's increased a lot. Okay, children, please be careful. Yeah. Exactly. Vijay Tarishan says we weren't that cautious about it before. Actually, yes. This is super important, children, because this year, especially because of the coronavirus, we must take care of hand hygiene a lot. And it can bring a huge difference to your lives. Okay. But don't overdo it also. Make sure you don't dry off your fingers. Like, make sure there is like enough gap in between every act of washing hands also. Okay. Right. You're going for playing football in the ground. Stay safe, Arjun. That's all that I have to tell you. Okay, washing hands after visiting the toilet. And then the next F is flies. Cover the food, control flies. How do you control flies? Maintain a safe and hygienic environment. And then about fields, clean the fruits and vegetables that you eat before use and avoid open defecation. I always talk about how important it is to make use of toilets, like proper toilets, like Akshay Kumar's movie, everyone knows, right? How many of you have watched the movie Toilet? I think it was popular on Netflix also this year, right? Yeah, it was based on a real life incident as well, and it's showing something that's very, very relevant as well. Yeah, Aryam says me. Everything from Vijay also says me. Shrestha says me. Yes, it's an eye opener because defecating in public is not just a bad thing in terms of culture, but also in terms of spreading diseases. It's a very, very, very wrong thing to do. Okay. Then the last one, fluids. Sorry, floods. Proper drainage system and treatment of water. Keeping it clean, keeping it tidy, all of this can bring a huge difference to your lives. So, what exactly is disease, right? Disturbed ease. I will just write the word disease here. Disturbed ease, right? Dis-ease means uncomfortable. Okay, that is all the meaning is. So, disease is more individual. When we say health, it is more general and we consider societies and communities. For example, this year itself, defecation is the act of getting rid of the fecal matter from your body. Okay, getting rid of solid waste, going to the toilet basically. Okay, not urinating, but the solid waste removal. Okay, 5Fs are not important from an exam perspective as such, come here, but then in case general measures are asked, you should be in a position to write some of it. Like from general knowledge perspective, you should be able to write it. Okay, right. Hello, Abhinandan. All right, children. So here it is, disease and health. So now, what are signs and symptoms? Now, children, let me tell you. Let me ask you something now. I will tell you a few things. You have to tell me if it's a symptom or a sign. But before that, let me just tell you what it is. Symptom. The simplest way of describing a symptom is something that can be felt only by the patient. Sign is something that a second person will be able to observe in you. Okay? Now, ready for the game? We are going to be starting a game now, okay? I will mention a few things. You have to tell me if it's a symptom or a sign, okay? Ready? Yes. So now let me tell you something. Body pain. Is it a symptom or a sign? Just type the word symptom or sign. Body pain. Symptom, sign. Quick. Symptom, says Kamya, okay? Sabita says symptom, Anandi, Atharva, Farha, everyone says symptom. A few people say it's sign. Sachi says it's sign. And then I have Arjun who says it is sign. Well, children, Body pain would be a symptom, because remember, symptom is something that only the patient would be able to feel. When you have a body pain, okay, say for example, Arjun here is complaining of body pain. Me as a second person, if I'm observing, if I'm looking at Arjun, will I be able to say that Arjun is suffering from body pain? No, I won't. I'm a second person. Unless and until it was obvious, like outside, I could see something like a rash or some kind of a fever or something like that, I wouldn't know that Arjun is suffering from a body pain, right? So that is a symptom. That is the example of a symptom. Now, another one for you, okay? Headache. Is it a symptom or a sign? Symptom or a sign? Headache. You are a little late, but that's all right. No problem, Abhinandan. I was actually wondering where you were. Symptom, 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 sign. Few people say it's sign. Okay, but majority say it's symptom. Children, headache is also a symptom because only the patient will be able to feel it. Remember, I told you the story about a lazy child who doesn't want to go to school. In general, lazy children will be like, Mom, I have a headache today. I have a stomach pain today. Why so? Because these are all symptoms. When mummy looks at you, she wouldn't be able to identify whether you have a stomach pain or you have a headache actually. Yes. So smart children who know that will choose only symptoms. They won't say, Mom, I'm suffering from fever, because fever, using a thermometer or by just touching you, mummy will be able to identify that, right? Exactly. So symptom is something that only you can feel. Sign is something that another person can see. Okay. Now tell me, swelling in a body part, is it a symptom or a sign? Swelling in a body part. Yes. Sign. Say Suhani. The Josh is high. Okay. The sign. Very good. Very good. Majority are telling me it's a sign. Yes, of course. A swelling in a body part is a sign, because obviously you can see if I have a swelling somewhere on my face, if I have a swelling on my hand, on my leg, anywhere, even if you looked at it, you would be able to say that I have a swelling. And you would be like, what happened? Because it's a sign, because it can be seen by a second person. So, children, very, very important for you to know the difference between these two. Right, children? Thank you, Ayush. Now, children, let's take a very quick break. Let me remind you about Vedantu's amazing courses. We have got unlimited live classes with a lot of high level quizzes through which you can learn with a lot of fun. You can compete with students across the entire country and even across the world also, so that you know where you actually stand. And well, I personally think the interactive replays are one of the best features, because as a student, probably this is something that I would have loved to have in my classes, because having live quizzes, leaderboards, and all of these came along with technology. And if at all you happen to miss any session when it's happening live, you can go ahead and watch the replay and still take part in the quiz and be part of the leaderboard like you would be able to in a live session, right? And after every session, handwritten notes will be available to you in a downloadable format. All your doubts will be answered by master teachers and class teachers. Tests and assignments will also be available to your children, which means you can really improve your chances of scoring well by really strengthening your grasp over concepts. Okay, children? No worries at all. Don't worry about that at all. Those of you who are registered will get free access to the micro courses and crash courses for competitive exams. And as far as the pricing is concerned, children, I will tell you. But those of you who don't want to miss out on all the wonderful things we have out there, before it gets late, please do visit the link in the description box below. The coupon code that you can apply would be AMBPRO. Okay, children? Normally, a 1 month of pro subscription would cost you 2,699. So this will include your science, okay, science, mathematics, SST, and English, all the 4 major subjects. Okay, everything together in a 30-day subscription, along with a coupon code, would cost you only 2,159. And for a 3 months subscription, which means till the end of this academic year, you would be charged just 5,599. Now, children, to understand, to check whether this is still being reasonably priced, it's best to go down to calculate the per class price. And that's why I have done the math for you here. In a 1 month subscription, you would be able to get access to at least 200 live sessions. Okay, children? Right. Thank you. It's really, really good to know that, Anil. Okay. Right. So children, that would mean 2,159 divided by 200. It comes down to rupees 11 per session. That is it in a 1 month subscription. And in a 3 month subscription, it comes down to rupees 9 per session, because it's approximately 600 live sessions, if not more, that you can access in the 3 months subscription. So this actually means that it's even more reasonably priced than any of your favorite chocolate bars, any of your favorite snacks, also even more cheaply priced than that. Can you ask for anything more, children? Because getting knowledge at this price, I think in today's world where education is one of the honestly, I would say education is supposed to be one of the most expensive businesses out there, without compromising, without like really paying attention on quality. I think Vedantu was like strongly focused on the student community, which is why keeping a balance between quality and keeping it affordable, all of this is available to you. Yes, children, so make the best use of it before it gets late. Right, children? Now, coming to the classification of diseases based on duration. Okay, children? Right. For those of you who are already subscribed to the who have already bought the pro subscription, children, click on the subscribe button right now, which is below this video. Okay, because on the YouTube channel itself, YouTube, of course, you don't have to pay anything at all. You know it very, very well, because obviously Vedantu is strongly committed towards helping students, which is why we have all of these amazing platforms on YouTube. We will continue doing our best. So to ensure you don't miss out on any of these, please click on the subscribe button right now, children. Okay. Yes, Bio Bites, I am very happy to know it's been helping you guys out. For ICSE also, I have started this series, and CBSE 9 also, please check out the Bio Bite series. Okay, children? Yeah. CBSE 10, already it's been a huge hit. Yashasvi, hi-fi Yashasvi. Okay. No worries, Arjun. That's why I was saying stay subscribed to this channel. The only thing is, through YouTube, I won't be able to give you complete personalized attention. That's about it. Then it's completely your choice. Okay? Right. So, children, acute diseases. Give me an example for an acute disease. Who here can give me the first example for an acute disease? Yes? Yes, yes, yes. Acute disease. Cold. Fever is not a disease, cooking corner. Fever is actually only a sign. It's not a disease by itself. Cold, the common cold, yes, exactly. What about a chronic disease? Chickenpox is also an acute disease, yes. Very well said. Chronic disease. Corona, somebody says. Yeah, corona also. Cancer, yes, cancer, diabetes, all of these could be examples of chronic diseases. So, children, acute diseases are those which last only for a short duration of time. And all of these are the features of an acute disease. They may not have a long term effect. Okay, guys? You're welcome. You're most welcome, Abhinandan. Elephantiasis, yes. What would elephantiasis be? A chronic disease. Remember, chronic would be lasting for a long period of time, even lifetime, right? So it takes a very, very long time to cause major effects on general health, right? So, yes, if you know the meaning of acute and chronic, I think you will be able to write the features of it also. Those of you who are good in maths and don't like biology terms, let me tell you one easy way to remember this. You know what acute angles are, right? Those angles which are below 90 degree, if I'm not wrong, right, are called acute angles. Am I right? So anything that's like small, below 90 degrees is not a huge angle, right? So that is like short duration. Right, exactly. And chronic disease would be the opposite. Long term, long term. Exactly, right. So, coming to other causes of diseases, unhygienic environment and food, improper nourishment, infected by a pathogen, genetic disorder. It could be anything, anything, anything at all. Okay, any of these could be causes of diseases. So, one major thing we need to keep in mind would also be the understanding of infectious and non-infectious diseases. For example, the coronavirus disease, tuberculosis, all of these are examples of infectious diseases because they are caused by microbes. And non-infectious diseases are not caused by microbes. Rather, they could be caused by some internal reason. Like, for example, diabetes, cancer, blood pressure. They don't spread from one person to another. This is why we call them non-infectious diseases. Don't remind me of all that prathab, a new virus came and all of that. Of course, yes, I know it's like very scary to think about all that. Right, that's all right. Let's just stay safe. Let's stay indoors, stay happy, and stay really do our best, whatever we can possibly do. Right? Okay, sure. Okay, so means of spread. How do diseases actually spread? It spreads through air. Certain diseases can be airborne, diseases can be waterborne. Some of them can be through physical contact, some by sexual act, and some by vector. We'll look at examples of each of these. But children, do have an understanding of each of these to educate yourselves in your general daily lives as well. Okay, so these are the common methods of transmission of disease. Direct contact. Remember why we always say, especially in 2020, I think shaking hands has become such a less common thing. Correct? Yeah. Yes, premium collection. Hello, Prasida. Yes, shaking hands is exactly. Aryam says namaskar. Namaskar. Our traditional Indian way of saying namaste and namaskar is like the healthiest, because you don't, your germs with you, my germs with me. That's it. Let's not mix or exchange each other's germs. That's the best thing. Right? Genetic disorders, study genius with Tejasvi Singh. Genetic disorders are those disorders which are running in a particular family. You inherit it from your parents. Okay, there are certain disorders which run in certain families, like, for example, hemophilia, color blindness, diabetes, cholesterol, blood pressure. These could run in certain families genetically. Okay, right, children? Through soap can infectious diseases spread? Maybe, maybe not. Well, I would honestly say there are possibilities. I mean, those soap cakes, I think that's what you're asking, right? So I would honestly not support using soap when too many, using like a cake soap when too many people are around. If it's a public place where too many people come and go, liquid soap, that too, like contactless, those automatic soap dispensers, you know what that is, right? That is like the best way of washing your hands. All right? Exactly. All right. All right. Yes. Sickle cell anemia is also an example for genetic disorder. Yes, exactly. So these are the different means of spread. Children, how many dog lovers here? How many people here are like very, very fond of cute dogs which run around in on the streets? You know, you just feel like going and feeding them, going and patting them. Me. Many people are saying. Actually, I am also a dog lover, but I am honestly not a fan of going and touching stray dogs, to be very honest. Not that I don't like them, I really love them. But the thing is, it's better safe, being safe than sorry, because you never know if the dog has been vaccinated or not. What if it carries something like the rabies virus? You never know. When you touch it, and if at all, out of love for you, if at all it happens to lick you, or if it turns violent by any chance, comes and gives you a bite, you never know. It can be really, really dangerous as well. So please stay safe from all these. Okay? Yes, it can affect dogs. Of course it can, Cyril. Okay? Right, children. So stay safe and protect yourselves from mosquitoes, insects, rabid animals, and make sure you eat well cooked, well protected, and nutritious food. And ensure that you don't share personal use articles. Like, for example, somebody here asked me soap, like soap cake, right? The bar soap, then comb. And probably like anything, clothes, sharing of clothes, sharing of pillowcases. These are things, sharing of cups and saucers, sharing of plates. All of these are um, ways by which, through indirect contact, diseases may spread from a healthy individual to a, sorry, from an affected individual to a healthy individual. Okay? Exactly. From articles. No, there won't be menti. We are just casually interacting. Handkerchiefs also. Yes, Avantika. Absolutely. There is no mentee, children, but we will just casually keep interacting. I will keep asking you questions like I have been doing, and you guys are really doing amazingly well by giving me all answers really, really fast. I feel just like I am in a normal classroom while doing a YouTube live session. Right. So, yes, tissue specific manifestation. Now, manifestation in general refers to expression of a particular disease. So, we can say that the signs and symptoms of a disease will depend on the target tissue or organ. As in, the microbe has got a certain tissue or organ which it may target. Imagine when microbes enter inside your body. What do you think they actually do? Yes, sorry, children. I still have a very, very, very dry throat. That's why I keep coughing every now and then. Right. Yeah. So, carrier and vector are the same. Okay, Harjeet. Yes. So, this is it. What do you think a microbe would do once it enters into your body? It would be like, Are wah. What a nice, spacious place. I feel like I'm in Disneyland. So many different places where I can go, possibly. But then, each microbe has got its own favorite spots inside your body. For example, if at all, a common cold virus, the rhinovirus, if it happens to enter into your body, that too through your nose, it would obviously enter into your lungs. So the lung tissues, tissue level manifestation or the organ specific manifestation would be seen in your lungs. The lung tissues are mainly affected. And there would be other cases, like, for example, a mosquito bite. If at all the malaria causing organism, Plasmodium, does enter through a mosquito bite, it can affect your liver, it can affect your red blood cells, causing malaria. So the liver tissues and your red blood cells are the level at which manifestation or expression of the disease can be seen. Okay, children? Exactly. Coronavirus attacks our lungs. Yes, of course, Avantika. Absolutely. And their general manifestation. Overall, for most diseases, inflammation in some form, fever, swelling, pain, all of these are ways by which general manifestation, we can list them out as general manifestation. Okay. As in, they would indicate the expression of some kind of an underlying disease. That's it. Okay, right. Further tests would indicate what exactly the disease is. In fact, we can say that the severity of a particular disease would depend upon the number of microbes in the body. Less population of the microbes would mean less severe, more population would mean more severe. Children, you know what? Manifestation, premium collection, manifestation means expression. Manifestation of a disease would mean expression of a disease. Tissue level manifestation would be what kind of expression, what kind of changes does a particular microbe cause in your tissues. That is what manifestation is. Okay, right. Antibiotics are designed in such a manner that they can act only against bacteria. Only antiviral drugs would act against viruses. Okay, children, because antibiotics are meant to destroy the cell wall of bacteria. Viruses don't have a cell wall, so obviously they can't act against them. Okay, children. So yes, this is it. Now coming to principles of treatment. Of course, there are two major principles. One would be to reduce the effects of the disease. Secondly, to kill the cause of the disease. For example, reduction of inflammation, reduction of fever or your body temperature. These are all things that can be done with proper medication. And then killing the cause of the disease. For example, prescribing antibiotics, prescribing antiviral drugs. All of these can kill the root cause of the disease. Yes, children. For example, say for instance, think about any example of a situation where you are visiting a doctor because you're suffering from influenza, the normal viral flu. When you go to them, the doctor might give you a list of medicines. It could include some antiviral drugs. It might include some antibiotic also to treat some underlying bacterial infection as well. It could include some medicine like paracetamol or Dolo 650 and all of that, and so on. So what is it aiming at? Remember that the antiviral drugs are there to kill the viruses which are causing the disease. Okay, antibiotics are there to kill the bacteria which may cause another secondary infection in your body. But the paracetamol is there to reduce fever, which is one of the signs of your disease. Maybe it can reduce headache also, which is one of the symptoms. So these are the two major principles of treatment. One is to reduce the effect of the disease. Secondly, to kill the actual cause of a disease. Okay. Right. Now coming to the next one, which is about principles of prevention. There are two major ways to prevent diseases, general ways and specific ways. General ways, of course, all of you know. This year, I think everyone knows, in a year like 2020, wherein the coronavirus pandemic has taught us so many general ways of prevention, which would include several things, ranging from wearing a mask, social distancing, and so many other things, hand hygiene, eating proper nutritious food, drinking boiled and cooled water, and a lot more, right? So these are the general methods of prevention of diseases. Children, anything you would like to add to this, like avoiding overcrowding, have a source of safe drinking water, live in a clean environment? Is there anything else that you guys would like to add to this? Yes? Through cuts and wounds also diseases can spread. Yes, Nancy? Yes? What else would you like to add to this? Covering food. Yes, of course. What else? Boiled water. Yes, Gokul. And then washing hands. Yes, definitely. Personal hygiene. Yeah, wearing a mask. So many things can possibly be taken care of, right? And then what about specific methods? This is mainly through vaccination, through immunization, right, children? So the principle of immunization is such that it's based on the fact that the immune system of your body, on first time when it's exposed to a particular pathogen, it fights the pathogen and later remembers it. It like sort of lists it down in the wanted criminals list, and later when there is a second attack, your body will be able to fight it better. So currently the most popularly available vaccines around the world include those against tetanus, diphtheria, whooping cough, measles, polio, hepatitis A, BCG, and a lot more. Even against chickenpox, there are vaccines available. Coronavirus, let us hope it's going to become very common and successful in the days and months to come. Now, children, just to give you an idea, there are a few examples I have listed out for bacterial diseases: fungal, protozoan, viral, and all of these. Typhoid is one common bacterial disease. You can just go through this because the notes will be available to you anyway. Tuberculosis is also an example of a bacterial disease. What about protozoan diseases? Children, any example for protozoan diseases you can any example for protozoan diseases which comes to your mind right now? Malaria. Yes, Kamya, absolutely. Malaria is the most common example for protozoan diseases. Plasmodium is the causative agent. And how do you control it? How does it get transmitted? How can you prevent it? And all of that. Yes, Kala Azar. No, dengue is a viral disease. Premium collection. It is spread by the bite of a mosquito. But when I say protozoan, it means something which is caused by a protozoan. Okay? Right. Yes, exactly. Trypanosoma is also a protozoan which can cause sleeping sickness. Chickenpox is a viral disease. Yes, of course. Yes. So viral disease, it could be AIDS, it could be myxovirus, or it could be common cold, which is caused by rhinovirus, and so on. Even chickenpox is caused by a virus. Fungal infections, most commonly ringworm infection. Children, always remember ringworm. The name is a little misleading. Exactly, right? It's a little misleading, but always remember it's caused by a fungus. The name is given because the ringworm infection is caused by the Taenia species, but the most common sign is the appearance of reddish ring-like structures, ring-like shapes or spots, rashes on the skin of the affected person. Okay, so this is ringworm infection. Even dandruff is an example of fungal infection, right, children? So Of course, Neha. Please put it in the comments section below. Okay, relaxing for board exam. Please put the suggestion in the comment section below. I will certainly come up with something for you guys. Okay, children. That said, a lot more things will be coming up for you in the days and months to come. But for now, remember that you now know about disease and health, means of spread and prevention of disease. And of course, Vedantu Pro subscription will definitely help you out in boosting your confidence in all your chapters, your entire syllabus or specific chapters that you want to attend courses for. Remember to visit the link in the description box below. The coupon code you can apply is AMBPRO. Okay, children. Now, also you can follow me on Instagram, Ambika_Vedantu, and please click on the like button if you want more and more of these live sessions. And if you have enjoyed them, share it with all your friends so that they can also benefit from this. Right, children? Stay subscribed because we will come up with a lot more in the days and weeks to come, not just in terms of academics, but in terms of general information also. It could be anything and everything. I'm sure you guys would have started watching our shorts videos also, the YouTube shorts videos as well, right? The less than 1 minute video. We have already started doing that. We will come up with more and more of those in the days to come as well. Please put in your suggestions as well so that I know what exactly you would need. Right, children? So until we meet again, stay home, stay happy and stay safe. Okay, children? Take care. Bye-bye.